Round 8 of the 1981 World Championship for Formula One Grand Prix cars, and it's at Dijon in Burgundy. The course 2.4 miles, and it's very, very fast indeed. In pole position, it's René Arnoux, but the sensation as we look down on the cars and look at the red and white Marlboro, there it is, of John Watson. He's second fastest in a car that's been getting faster and faster, meeting by meeting. Prost third fastest, Piquet fourth, De Cesaris fifth, Laffite sixth, and Carlos Reutemann in seventh fastest position. It's a bit overcast overhead as the engine revs rise, and away they go. And coming through in the middle of your picture, Alain Prost, the Frenchman, and René Arnoux. But it is number 5, Nelson Piquet, who is leading with John Watson taking second position and trying to take Piquet as they go into the first corner. Piquet and Watson already breaking away. De Cesaris in the Marlboro in third position. And they come round the right-hander at La Bretelle up towards the Parabolique. Now they're into an uphill section, and on lap 1 out of 80, it's Nelson Piquet leading John Watson, then the young Italian De Cesaris. So a Brazilian in the lead in the Marlboro, an Irishman in second place, Piquet in the Brabham, not the Marlboro, John Watson second in the Marlboro, as the rest of the 23 runners go streaming through, and last at the moment, it's Eddie Cheever in the Tyrrell. Over the brow, into the far straight, out of the Courbe de Pouar, and it's 160 miles an hour down here with Piquet leading Watson. And up into third position has come Alain Prost, who has passed De Cesaris. There goes Prost, there is De Cesaris. And that's Alan Jones into the pits. He's changed tyres, and at the same time they pressurised his cooling system. And Piquet, after 21 laps, is leading Alain Prost by just about 10.5 seconds, and there is the Renault. The Frenchman being chased by John Watson in third position. Piquet is well ahead, and Jones into the pits yet again. There's the race leader, Piquet the Brazilian, needing the points. 3 Grand Prix he has failed in succession. Coming up to lap Patrick Tambay. Patrick Tambay driving for the first time. That's the blue car in the middle, and there's Piquet passing, or is he? No, he's going to try and go through between, on the right Tambay, on the left Giacomelli. Tambay cuts across Giacomelli, driving in the Talbot Matra, his first drive. And as a matter of interest, Goodyear, the American tyre concern, have come back into racing after having been out of it since the fracas as a result of the battle between FISA and the Formula One Constructors Association. And I was saying that Nelson Piquet is on Goodyear tyres. There's only 2 teams on Goodyear's, and that's the Brabham and the Williams teams. So it's a wonderful re-entry for Goodyear. The yellow car going up the hill is Prost, who's in second place. There, the red and white car is the Marlboro MP4 of John Watson. There's Prost, there's Watson in third position. Behind Watson in fourth place, René Arnoux. In fifth, down to fifth place, has gone Reutemann. In sixth position, Gilles Villeneuve. In seventh place, Hector Ribac. Eighth is Jacques Laffite. Ninth is De Angelis. And De Cesaris, who has been lapped now, of course, is in 10th position. Round the course, I can tell you, I'm sitting out in the open and I can feel drizzle on my arms, and I hope that drizzle doesn't turn into rain, because as we get into the mid-50s on laps in this 80-lap race, there's still a long way to go. And look at that, spray from the tyres. It's coming down, it's starting to rain heavily as De Cesaris, who has been into the pits, comes out, and Alain Prost takes Patrese, and John Watson is blocked by Patrese, and the rain is really starting to come down now. And out goes the red flag. They're stopping the race. This is on the 59th lap. we've had a very quick decision because the race has run less than 3/4 of its distance, which is 60 laps. They have made an instant decision that the race, according to the official rules, has got to be run as a two-part race. So now, an hour later, the grid is reassembling, and it's reassembling in the order that the cars finished in what will now be regarded as part one of the race. And the decision as they go round on another warm-up lap about who wins the French Grand Prix will be decided by adding up both parts. Now that's the grid in effect, because it's a finishing position. I've just been told that both the Renaults are going out on qualifying Michelin tyres. They're soft tyres, they will give super grip, but the question is, will those qualifying tyres last the 22 laps? It's going to be Piquet in pole position, and I can tell you that it's a very unhappy and disconsolate Nelson Piquet, because the first leg was only 2 laps off the 3/4 distance, and now he's got to do it all over again. And Piquet is not on qualifying tyres because Goodyear hadn't got any special qualifying tyres. 22 laps and it's go again. And this time it's a superb start from Alain Prost, and he's into the lead. It's Watson second, it's Arnoux in third position, it's Ribac going through in fourth place, and Piquet's had a very bad start. Piquet right down in fifth position, and look at the crowd waving. It's a French car in the lead, a French driver, a French engine and French tyres, and they love that. And John Watson hanging on as they go round towards the Parabolique. They've gone round La Bretelle up to the Parabolique. This is the 95, 100-mile-an-hour corner, and Watson's trying to take Prost as they come up to the braking point, and he's going through. John Watson leads, but he's run wide, and Prost goes through. Well, if John Watson keeps that up, he will either definitely win this race or go straight into the Armco. So, Prost leads, Watson second, Arnoux is third, and let's look at it again. This is where Watson lost the lead. He runs wide over the curbing. Prost holds his line, cuts through on the inside. Lovely bit of driving. John Watson just overdid it a bit, and I suspect that's a function of the soft tyres that Prost has got. And at the end of lap one of the second leg, Prost leads Watson. And there's Laffite. Laffite is out of the race, and Laffite finished in 7th place in the first leg. He was conceivably in with a chance of victory, even though he'd been lapped. A very slim chance, but that's gone now. The fastest lap we had in the first leg was 1 minute 10.2 by Nelson Piquet, and Prost is going quicker. His gearbox is working well and his tyres are working well. Watson is second, Arnoux there, number 16 in the second Renault is third. Didier Pironi in the Scarlet Renault is in fourth place, and Nelson Piquet, the man who won the first leg, is not only down in fifth position, but he is more than that vital 7 seconds behind Alain Prost. So on aggregate, Prost is leading without a doubt. Jean Sage and Gérard Larousse, the headmen of the Renault team, are almost literally biting their nails with excitement. They're leaning over the Armco now, looking up the track, waiting to see whether for the first time this season a Renault is going to win a Grand Prix. If they do, it'll be, to put it mildly, a famous victory, and it looks as though it's going to be. Out goes the checkered flag, and Alain Prost has won his first Grand Prix, the French Grand Prix. What a wonderful victory for this young Frenchman. And the crowd all around me is going wild with excitement, as well they may do, because not only has Prost won, but René Arnoux in the other Renault has finished in third position. Alain Prost, his first Grand Prix win, and I suspect by no means his last. And incidentally, in what is a very, very emotional time for Alain. It's being marred a little by the rain, and a very, very unhappy time for Nelson Piquet, who must be reflecting as he stands miserably on the podium. So the end of a great French Grand Prix and a very memorable one. In 2 weeks' time, the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, one to savour. Join us to watch that.